Bad roads, it's a hot topic in everybody's district, I think. So we're all here advocating for our constituents. I serve Tioga, Bradford, and parts of Potter County. We had a lot of flooding, similar to Struzzi, his concerns there. Specifically, Canoe Camp Creek Road is still closed, a major artery in our district. So we all have roads that are still closed, and it is a little bit discouraging to see money shifting from our rural roads to our interstates. How do you pick which projects to invest in a specific year?
Mm-hmm. So we don't pick the projects. Actually, your MPOs, RPOs, in collaboration with your counties, in collaboration with the districts, they make a decision and they send their recommendation to PennDOT central office, and that's how we actually put it in our budget, right? So as I mentioned, there is a very collaborative and engaging process within your region on what projects to be picked. What we initiate and actually lead is the financial guidance and how we're going to actually distribute our money, our strategy on how we're going to spend our money. And again, this is not being done in vacuum. It's again with collaboration with MPOs, RPOs, the counties, the folks who are actually representing the people in your constituents. So this is how the process goes.
So when we reach out to them, the question is brought back to us. Well, are you going to fund it? Are we as the legislature going to give you more money? So how do we advocate for these projects that really are crippling our rural communities?
So, I mean, that's a good reason that we need to look into. Obviously, we don't have enough money, right? We don't have enough money. Otherwise, we wouldn't take from Peter to give it to Paul. We have certain amount of money, and the financial guidance has been shifted. And as a result, Peter is getting less of money as previous years, right? So we need to actually come up with ways to generate more funding within each region throughout the state. And I'm not saying, one size fits all. There is going to be one solution to all the transportation funding. That's why we need to work together to actually put all the thoughts and ideas, the ideas that came out of the task force, and look into it, and see how we can actually generate more funding statewide. What I really am an advocate of is like any money that's being generated through new sources of funding from your district should be spent in your district. Whether it's on your highway system or transit system or whatever the solution is, it should stay within your district. So your constituents should be the beneficiary of additional funding that we're generating here.
Well, I appreciate that. And I just, through the process, the rural communities sometimes feel like they're forgotten. You have north of Route 80, and then you have like north of Route 6. So we want to make sure that those communities are not forgotten in the process as well. I did have a question on the highway beautification process and illegal signs. We've been all getting letters in our districts. There seems like a renewed effort to collect or try and bring everybody into compliance for the federal mandate. Could you update us on that process? How much money is spent every year on that program?
I can get back to you on that.
Okay, that would be great. I would appreciate that. And I would love to know your feedback on House Bill 1985, which would exempt churches from that highway beautification. I think it's Representative Lawrence's bill. I'd love to know your feedback on that bill as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.